Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the K&B Music Den. I'm Keith,
I'm Brad.
and we are so excited to do our second ranking the albums in real time.
Yes.
And as you know, what you clicked on, this is going to be R.E.M. Now, we have to admit, when we did our first one for Counting Crows, they only had 7 studio albums that we were considering. And it was way too friendly, way too nice. We agreed on everything.
We did.
And we bored the crap out of you people.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, we are not going to agree on this. It's 15 albums.
Yep.
And we've loved R.E.M. for so many years that we already kind of have a little bit of, we have a little bit of knowledge going into it as far as, oh, I know he loves this one and I'm not that as into it. Although we just did re-listen to the albums again and some of our opinions may have changed, it sounds like.
Yep.
So there's a lot to discuss, so we're going to jump right into it. These albums, I have all of them. I have the CDs, and they're easier to see here and display. Document, I only have on vinyl. I do not have the CD, so we did a little faux cover for Document with my eponymous CD, which is like the greatest hits thing from early in their career. So we'll explain that when we get there. But we got them all shuffled up not in the chronological order, not in any sort of order, just so we could randomly do this. And Brad, you want to explain how we do the...
Yeah, what we're going to do, this is number 1, number 2, and number 3. If you don't fit on these pedestals, then you're going to go onto a table we have over here. But we're going to keep them ranked. So at the very end, we can go through all 15, give you the rankings for all 15.
Yeah, but you'll only ever see the top 3 and see who leaves and comes in and replaces.
Exactly.
And you'll see. As we go, it'll make more sense, hopefully.
So go ahead and get your mind thinking what the top 3 should be and how wrong we are.
Yeah.
So I'm going to grab the first one.
All right, let's
start.
Which
is automatically going to be number 1 for a while.
He said automatic. I hope it's not what
it is.
Oh, their final studio album, Collapse Into Now. And I can tell you from my perspective, that's about the only time this is going to stay at number 1. I hear a lot of people talk about how this album, what a great way to go out. And it sounds like lots of different pieces of their career. And what a great collection of songs. I will say this. As I re-listened to these albums again recently for this ranking, it's a better album than I thought it was.
Yeah.
But it's nowhere near top tier R.E.M.
It's not top 3.
No, it's not
top 3.
It's not top 10 for me.
Not top 10.
No.
There might be. Well, you might be right. It flutters in that area though.
It's just it has some really good songs, but the songs that miss for me really miss.
They miss. Okay.
So that's just me. But
here's gonna be the first fighter. Is
Accelerate. And I want to explain, folks, the reason I don't have the traditional album cover on this one is because I have the deluxe version that comes with a DVD that's like a bigger case. So for my shelf collection, I just have it in a clear case. But there's the disc itself for Accelerate. Now, this, I think we both have talked about this. That this is a later period R.E.M. album that is underrated.
We both enjoy it.
It's really just... It has some elements of Monster, really, with how heavy it is.
Yeah.
But some slower songs, too, that really hit the mark. I think this is a fantastic album. It's not overly long. It's get in and get out. And I already know. Now, again,
the number 1
I know we're agreeing already, but don't get too comfortable.
Oh, that's only 2.
Yeah. So there we go. Accelerate, Collapse Into Now. What's coming next?
Life's Rich Pageant.
Well, go ahead. I know what you're going to do.
This is my first album I ever bought on vinyl.
Yeah.
So, I mean, that tells you one thing.
Is this still one of your absolute favorites? Or
for me, it's one of my favorite R.E.Ms. So, for me, this is going to move to number 1. Now,
and
I don't know.
I'm fine with that.
You're fine with that. Okay.
I think Accelerate is a late career highlight for them and underrated, but I can't say it's better than Life's Rich Pageant.
Yeah, okay, good.
I just can't.
That would have been our first argument. So.
Yeah. Oh, we're still agreeing, but
so far.
Here we go.
But we're getting
this is where we might have a little...
it can get tricky.
Oh, that's Document.
Here's Document. Okay.
So I did a little faux cover there for the inside of the eponymous booklet. So this is the album we're actually talking about.
Yes.
Document. Oh my goodness. Finest work song. Welcome to the Occupation. It's the end of the world. It's the end of the world as we know it. Did this have? I thought this had the one I love. Oh yeah, there it is. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
The one I love. So now we'll have Document represented on that faux CD.
For me,
yes,
this will move to our second spot. Now it's
okay. Let me refresh real quick of the songs on here. Okay, yeah. This is a really strong album. I know why you like it so much.
Yeah.
It's close. I would lean towards having this above Life's Rich Pageant, but I don't feel super strong about it.
Okay.
And I know you do with this album, so I'm going to concede on this one and move them down. So
Which is probably what we'll do. Whoever feels like if there's a strongest feel, we'll move in that direction.
Yeah. And it won't always be
so this is
as easy as this.
So this Collapse is going away now?
Collapse is going into the number 4 spot. It's collapsing into not now, but later. So that's number 4 now. So it's off to the side.
Oh, reveal. All right.
Okay. So we've got Life Switch Pageant, Document. Excuse me, folks. I'm sorry. Accelerate. I would put that above Collapse into Now, but I wouldn't knock it off of any of these.
Yeah. No, you're right.
Yep.
Accelerate, I do believe, is better.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not by a wide margin.
No. But you're right. There's top 3.
And you do agree it's above?
It is above. Okay. Absolutely above that.
When did the arguments start? Murmur.
Murmur, so good. This is one, when I went back and re-listened, I really liked. Now, I don't know where you stand on Murmur.
I think it's fantastic and it's an important album. I think it's a tiny bit overrated, but just a little.
Oh, okay.
Don't kill me. I mean, it's hard to say. It would be hard to say that Life's Rich Pageant is better than Murmur, though. I mean, for me, not necessarily you.
Well, you think this is better than all 3 of these? Is what you're saying?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
See, for me, I would have had this slotted in around 3rd on this list.
Okay. And I could see why. Accelerate. We know Accelerate's not going to end up staying here.
Accelerate's coming down, yeah.
Yeah. So let's just do that. Let's just do that. Above Reveal, though. So now what do we do? Life Switch Pageant, Document, and Murmur.
This one's definitely going to number 3.
Okay, yeah.
So it's going to be between these two on which one moves and...
you know what? I'm okay with putting it 2.
Okay.
I'm okay. Now that I see it, yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Okay. All right, next.
All right, here we go. Here we go.
Green.
Now, I'll tell you right away, you're going to disagree. This album went down for me when I re-listened to it.
Ooh, I am going to disagree.
See, we're disagreeing. I went through it, and then when I got to Green, I went, this one did not hold the way I thought it was going to. I was not as impressed with that.
Pop Song 89. You Are the Everything. Orange Crush.
I don't know.
World Leader Pretend.
For me, that album did not hold up to me the way the other ones did.
Okay. I could see Document beating this. Oof, it's hard for me to say. So, well, you know what's weird, though? Would you actually say Accelerate's above Green?
I would. I absolutely would.
I agree, and I'm surprised that I agree.
Yeah.
So this doesn't move.
No.
And this will go to...
Under Accelerate.
Yeah.
I agree.
So just to do a quick little where we are over here, 4 is Accelerate, 5 is Green, 6 is Reveal, 7 is Collapse into Now. We're kind of about the midway point, so I wanted to do that. So, all right, what's next, sir? Sorry, I left some of the price tags on there.
Reckoning.
Oh.
See, this is going to be a tough one again.
Dude, let's just move everything. This is...
I would agree with you.
Even over this?
Yeah, probably.
Wow.
And I'm a fan of this.
I know you are.
But I can't argue this. And I know you think this should be 1.
I am huge on that album.
Yeah, then I can't.
Even after re-listening. Yeah. I should say, especially
when I re-listened to it, I was really huge on it, too.
Okay, so now I know you're going to want to probably keep this at 2 for now.
I think these should all shuffle down a spot.
Shimmy, shimmy.
Shimmy, shimmy. And this off to number 1.
All right, so let's see how that looks. So, Document above Accelerate, yeah, just by a hair.
By a hair.
Yeah, I know. It's close.
That's close.
I know that seems crazy to you guys.
Accelerate's great.
Yeah. So let's see. Now our top 3 is Reckoning, Life's Rich Pageant, and Murmur. Okay, I think that's...
I like it.
I don't think that's, insane.
What is this one?
Fables of the Reconstruction.
All right, well...
I'm taking those price tags off. I forgot.
I like this one.
It's good.
It's a good album.
Yeah.
I don't know if it beats any of these 3, though. That's the problem.
And, I was thinking about when we were going to do this, I was like, they're all so good.
They are. This is such tricky.
This is tough.
Would you put them above any of the 3 on the table?
Excuse me. Fables of the Reconstruction. That's what my shirt is. Driver 8.
Which I love Driver 8.
Yeah, I know you do.
Yeah.
Can't get that from here. No. Would I put it above any of these three? I would say no.
I would not either.
Okay.
But I probably would put it above Document.
I
would have that 4 at this point if it was me. Now,
I would put it 5.
Would you put it 5? You put it below Document?
Just below Document.
Okay. I don't have an argument with that.
Okay. All right.
That works.
All right.
What do we got?
Oh,
Monster.
This one's a monster, folks. Wow.
That's tricky.
This album kicks some major ass.
It does.
All right, so what do we got? We've got Reckoning.
Does it beat Reckoning?
No.
No. Does it beat Life's Rich Pageant?
I'm going to ask you.
Personally, no. But if I'm doing this based on what I think, this is more of a nostalgic, personal thing. That album probably beats it, though. I'd probably put Monster number 2.
Yeah. I think this edges this one out. So
I would agree.
So this is... Oh, now we're taking Murmur out of the top 3,
we
by
are,
the way.
Shockingly.
Yeah.
All right.
Maybe not so shockingly, depending on who you talk to. But no, I know a lot of R.E.M. fans that just think Murmur was the best thing they ever did. And
it's really good. It is.
Now, obviously, Murmur would probably be number 4 over here. Top of this pile. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. Oh, see, this is how good their discography is. So damn good, but it's a fight. Okay. Does it beat Reckoning?
Oh, absolutely.
You think?
Yeah.
So you're going this one right to the top.
I think it's just going to be a shimmy down. Yeah. For me.
Yeah, I wouldn't argue that.
For me, let's put that number 1 and just shimmy these down, right?
I'm all right with that.
Now, Life's Rich Pageant, is it better than Murmur over here at number 4?
This would be a fight because I personally like Life's Rich Pageant, but if someone told me Murmur's better, I couldn't fight them. Yeah. Murmur's fantastic. When I went back and re-listened, Murmur's right there with it. So
I think Murmur should be number 4.
Well, then we'll go there.
Okay.
Because,
yeah.
Try not to let personal...
Let's just do it.
To me...
Oh, now this is where the fight's going to happen, maybe.
Oh, man.
I will fight to the death that this is the best album they ever made. The best album they ever made. New Adventures in Hi-Fi. And you know what? Let's pause for a moment. Let's talk about this.
Yeah,
how many ranking videos have you folks seen or even been a part of where this album came dead last or second to last or third to last? People put this... I've seen maybe 1 or 2 people, and I've watched a lot of R.E.M. rankings, not leading up to this to prepare, just over in my life. I intentionally didn't watch any recently. There's only maybe one
Who the hell would
person.
Put that last?
Only one person I saw that put this like in the top.
Nuts.
5, 6, 7. But I will.
This is such a strong area that I know people would fight. But I agree with you. If all these albums came out with a deluxe box set that was $100, and you got that's the one I probably would buy. So I don't disagree with him on this. I mean,
and because this was always it for me. Automatic for the People was always just my R.E.M. go-to. But this edges it.
Oh, it's fantastic.
This edges it.
Yeah. All right, I'm good with it.
So good, yeah.
Do you want to move them?
All right, let's move them. So let's put that number 1. I know it seems crazy, folks, but I will.
No. I am 100%
I will fight that one.
On that one.
So
there's no fight there.
Reckoning is still holding in at number 3. Okay, now is Monster above Murmur over here on the side?
No. Well, to you.
Well, no. I mean, I've listened to Monster more in my life, and it's part of like when I was into R.E.M. and growing up and the whole thing. But that's different. But
I mean, deep down, yes, it probably is above, but not by much.
But I think we should leave Murmur in 4 still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just so groundbreaking. Remember, it beat out Thriller for Album of the Year.
Yeah, that's true.
In Rolling Stone, when that used to mean something.
So this was not staying on the table.
It is not. Now, this was their first album after Bill Berry left the band. They called themselves the Three-Legged Dog at that time. Now, this album is underrated.
It is.
But it ain't up here.
No.
So now we got to go to the side. It's not better than Murmur. It's not better than Monster.
No.
It's not better than Life's Rich Pageant. It's not better than Document. Fables of the Reconstruction
is better than that.
Agreed. It's not better than Accelerate.
No.
For you, it might be better than Green.
For me, it is.
And you know what? I'm fine with that.
Okay.
Yeah, because I do love this album. Yeah.
Green to me, like I said, I know that's a phenomenal, well, people consider a phenomenal record.
Yeah.
That's going to be one of my least listened to R.E.M. records going forward.
Yeah. Now, we can't have that many left. But
no, we don't. We're down to like, I think 3.
Yeah.
Around the Sun. Now, see, this
Talk to us about this one, Brad.
This is another one where people hate it or have given it terrible reviews. And I like this album.
I know you do.
Is it on the table? No, it's not even near the table.
You couldn't argue that with a straight face.
No. And I couldn't argue that this would be above even Green. I understand this being in the bottom 1 or 2.
Yeah.
But for me, this is a very underrated album.
You think it's underrated, but you probably concede that it's not going to be near the top.
I would actually, at this point, I would submit that it's probably the bottom.
Even below Collapsing Down? I think it's above Collapsing Down.
Yeah, I would agree with you on that.
If you want to put it above Reveal, I'm fine with that. And right below,
man, I'm really thinking about it.
It would be near the bottom. It would be Green, Around the Sun, Reveal, Collapse into Now.
Yeah,
at least for now.
Yep.
Okay,
I'm fine with that.
See, that makes sense. That makes sense to me.
We were on the last one. Can you guys remember?
Are we?
Yeah, which one is it?
I saw the back cover, so I'm not gonna say.
We're out of time. All right.
Oh yeah. Well, we didn't set a time for this video, but we're out of time.
Yeah.
This went faster than I thought it would.
Yeah.
I love this album.
So the first question is it on the table? It's not better than any of the 3 on the table now. In my opinion.
For me, it gives Reckoning a run for its money.
You think?
Oh, we're losing you off the screen here.
I'm sorry. I'm looking at it. You guys are seeing it. Man, I would say...
I know that's a tough sell. Because you could say, well, if we're going to do that, we should put Murmur back up here, or Monster, or whatever,
well, for me, it would go below Murmur. I think for me, it would be 5. I would put it above Monster, but below Murmur. That's where it would be in my listing.
Okay, so we're at the top of the pile over here, folks. That's what we're talking about. So we've got the 3. I think we're going to have these 3 locked in. We'll see in a moment. So over here, before we pulled out of time, we had number 4, Murmur, and number 5, Monster. So what we're trying to figure out right now is, where does this guy go? Yeah. And you said here?
That's where I would put it.
Okay, so
now,
4, 5, 6.
I'm going to give you the choice on this, because it's kind of in your wheelhouse area right there.
Yeah, I'm looking at this, and I like it.
Okay.
I like it.
Okay.
Okay, so we did it. Now, going into this, I thought I might have to fight more for this to end up being the absolute number 1. But I know you've fallen in love with this
We've discussed this album before. For those who don't know, we did a podcast before.
Yeah.
And we did album picks. This album was amazing. This album...
It kept showing up.
Yeah, I think we picked every single song on this album.
Just about, yeah.
So
between the 3 of us, yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, for me, there was no doubt this was going to be in the top 3. I wasn't sure where we both thought it would go, and I mean, I don't argue at all.
Well, I tell you, going into this, I tried not to overthink too much and just kind of do it on the fly. This was fun. I really wanted this to be number 1, and for me, I really wanted this to be number 2, and then anything else was just kind of negotiable. So I'm a little surprised that Reckoning ended up number 3, although when I did my recent re-listens, this album blew me away.
Oh, yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, my goodness. 7 Chinese Brothers, South Central Rain, Pretty Persuasion. Those 3 in a row right there, it's just like... And then you've got Don't Go Back to Rockville, Camera on the backside. This is very
I think
strong.
We have a pretty good ranking here.
I think we do. So now what we're going to do, I'm going to have you ditch that bag out of your way.
Okay.
And you're going to stack them over there as we go. So, number 1, New Adventures in Hi-Fi.
Should we go for the bottom?
Oh, do we want to go for the bottom?
Yeah,
that's true. That's true. That's why I have him around. He's smarter than me. So, now I'm going to have to...
Oh, here we go.
I don't want to drop anything.
So what is who got the least favorite?
Oh, jeez, what am I doing? Let's do it this way.
There you go. Here comes the least favorite.
The least favorite, and now again, this album is better than I thought it was when I re-listened, but I still think it's where it needs to be. Number 15 is Collapse Into Now.
And I think that's fair.
Now, a lot of people have Around the Sun last. And this, our number one, by the way.
Bullshit.
That's
Yeah.
lunacy.
Yeah.
Number 14, and again, this is not a bad album by any stretch. Number 14 is Reveal.
Okay.
All right. Number 13, and by the way, as we go through this ranking, I'm going to throw a curveball in here. Either of us can jump in and make one change, one last change if we want to, but I like this list. So
I do too.
Yeah.
I don't think there's any movement.
I don't think there's going to be any movement. Am I on number 12?
Yeah, that should be 13.
Oh, yeah, 13. Duh. 13, Around the Sun, underrated.
Yes.
Yep. Number 12, probably lower than it would be on a lot of other people's lists, but we have Green at number 12. Number 11, the first album without Bill Berry, the three-legged dog, R.E.M., presses on with Up.
Here we go.
Did I just say that was 11?
I think so.
Okay. Number 10, we're in the top 10, folks. Accelerate. Great album.
It is.
Yep. Surprised it wasn't higher,
See,
actually.
it was in the top 10.
Yeah. Surprised it wasn't higher. In fact. No, okay. Number 9, Fables of the Reconstruction.
See, I would not argue if you wanted to put that in front of Fables.
See, I was just thinking the same thing.
Yeah, I would not argue that.
Let's do it.
Okay, we
All
made a
right.
change.
So, our number 10, by the way.
Yep.
It's Fables of the Reconstruction. And number 9, see, this makes a little more sense.
I agree with you.
Number 9 is Accelerate.
Yep.
How could they put it above Fables and Green? Listen to it.
Yes.
Listen to it.
Yep. I agree.
And you know what bugs me more than anything? And I've gotten into this conversation with people about Pearl Jam when they talk about their later albums. I'll say, oh, Binaural, though. That's a really great album. No, it's all right. Have you ever listened to it?
No. Oh, my God.
Now, how are you going to stand there and talk to me and have an opinion about an album that you've never heard?
Yeah. Binaural was really good.
Yeah. That's a whole nother... Oh,
Yeah.
we should rank Pearl Jam.
Oh, that would be fun.
Oh, see, now I forgot. Okay, that was 9. So, number 8. I got to stop these side...
Is that Document?
Document,
Okay.
yeah, with the faux cover. That's what it really looks like.
Yeah.
I keep losing track of the number.
7, I think.
I think it's 7. Wait, let's see. 2, 3, 5, 4. Yes, because, okay. 7. He's right. Life's Rich Pageant, which probably would have been a little higher for
It would have
you.
been higher on my list, but I can't
Yeah.
I can't disagree that seeing what's above it.
Yeah. Speaking of what's above it, number 6, Monster. Ooh, that's a fun album.
That is a fun album.
All right, we're in the top 5.
Here we go.
Man, do I love this album. Number 5, Out of Time. I almost said by R.E.M. They're all by R.E.M.
Of course they are.
Number 4, just missing the top 3, and for a lot of you, this would not miss your top 3, and I can't blame you. Oops.
Whoa.
Murmur. The legendary debut. Here's our top 3, folks. Our bronze medalist,
Reckoning.
Their second album.
Yeah.
Yeah. Number 2, our silver medalist, the amazing Automatic for the People. And
Our surprise number 1.
surprise number 1, it didn't surprise either of us,
No.
but I'm sure it's surprising the hell out of you folks. And bring it in the comments.
Yeah, I will fight this one.
We're ready for a battle. New Adventures in Hi-Fi. And again, if you're a more casual R.E.M. fan and you're like, I don't even know that album, please listen to it. Like, seriously, like, I know we joke around a lot, but listen to this album.
Is fantastic.
It's so good.
Mm-hmm.
So good. It made my top 10 Desert Island.
Yeah.
To spoil that, if you haven't seen that video yet. But yeah, so good. So New Adventures in Hi-Fi is our number 1. We just ranked R.E.M.'s albums in real time.
There you go.
What do you think of that? And we had a little switch there at the end, too.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad we did. So, all right. Well, we're going to figure out which band we're going to do next. Pearl Jam actually might not be a bad idea.
That's not a bad idea.
So maybe we'll stick with that or do that soon anyway. So let us know. Of course, this is all about interacting and our love for R.E.M. So let us know how you rank in the comments. We're anxious to see. So, as we always say, for Brad, I am Keith. This is the K&B Music Den. Please like this video, share it on social media, smash that bell for notifications, and subscribe to our channel. R.E.M. fans unite. Might be an odd choice for number 1 for us, New Adventures in Hi-Fi, but please give it another listen or give it a first listen if you need to. and you're welcome. So we'll talk to you soon, and thanks for tuning in. Thanks for the support. We're having so much fun doing this.
Yeah, absolutely.
And yep, go listen to some R.E.M. and get your rankings together and put them in the comments. Talk to you soon, folks. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.